Help me welcome one of the greatest basketball players that we've seen, and the ex-Laker, Mitch Richmond. We always talk about putting cars in a top loader in a penny sleeve. The getting out part can be very interesting. There we go, people. I usually bang to the side, get the car to move, then pull out. I'm gonna leave that penny sleeve here and come back. Yeah, Mitch Richmond. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How you doing, man?
All right, brother. Blue Sharpie.
Blue Sharpie.
You can put that down for me.
Okay.
Fine? Yeah.
Man, that's a lot all on that, bro. Jeez. Okay.
You've done a lot, Mr. Richmond.
I know. I'm just saying where I'm going to put it at. Rock. You see all that, right?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
I know you're going to do me right.
All right.
Sir, I appreciate you, man.
I'm going to have to let that dry.
Yeah.
Gold medal, man. Just, gold medal ain't something else.
How was that different?
Playing for your country. You have an opportunity to play in the Olympics, man. It's the top of the top. But getting the opportunity is just a different feeling. Because at that particular time, playing on a different team, you have, some cities and some people that love you. But when you playing for the U.S., you have the whole U.S. to cheer.
Right.
It's a whole different respect.
Can't stand you.
Can't stand you.
April?
That's right.
But you my boy.
But you my guy.
Boy for 2 weeks.
That's right. Gotcha. That's right.
How you doing?
Good, man. How about yourself?
Silver up top or across?
Silver right there.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, your call. Yeah.
That's a nice picture, bro. Seeing that.
Full focus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even that's that.
That's
Was
nice.
the guy on the right any good?
He was all right. He's all right. I think they got a shoe after him now.
Everybody has a shoe. It's not much. Or do you want to go gold?
So my dad was a big fan.
Okay.
Of the great trio. Mr. Richmond, who was your toughest defender?
It's a lot of guys. Who defended me or I defended them? Or
Who defended you?
Jordan was, Jordan, you got to put him in there. One of the best defensive players. How about name of, you probably don't remember this, Alvin Robinson.
Oh, no, Alvin Robinson. Yeah.
Alvin Robinson was a good guy. Clyde defended me okay.
Okay.
We had some good battles. But I think the guard position, man, was tough back then.
Mm-hmm, it was.
You had to be ready to go. So many other guys, I'd be forgetting names.
Mm-hmm, I understand. It's a great era of basketball.
Yeah. What's your favorite Don Nelson story?
Don Nelson? Oh man, I got so many Don Nelson stories. Don Nelson was the one who traded me, so yeah. So Don was always crazy.
Did you
yeah, I think at that time, man. He gave me a reason later, because I didn't talk to him for years. Then he gave me a reason that it wasn't his fault. It wasn't him.
He didn't take accountability.
Yeah. But that was bullshit because he was the general manager and the coach at the time.
He was.
Right.
So Don, Shaggy, right? It wasn't me.
It wasn't me, but I have to give him his props. He was a great coach. Sometimes he get in his own way, because a couple years after that, he did the same thing to Weber.
Yes, he did.
You know what I mean? So,
He did.
and then a few years after that, he broke up Jimmy Jackson, Jason Kidd, and Jamal Marshburg.
Yeah, in Dallas.
Right.
Yeah.
But I always give him his prop, he gives you an opportunity to play a confident style because he exudes that in you. How he coach. I think he's a great. He just knows the game very well. You know what I mean?
But like you say, he let you play your game. Like,
Yeah.
with Phil
Yeah.
Jackson, you were more in the system.
Yeah. You got to be a little system guy. But he has you play the right way because it's if you look at this generation, we were doing the stuff that encouraging them with how they were playing.
Yeah.
We played that way, but it's just simplify when you got a lot of guys on your team that can score.
Right.
He tries to minimize your dribble so you don't go to the whole 3-4 dribbles if you ain't got them kick it and make somebody else make a play. It's always about movement, getting your other guy open, getting your other teammates open, giving you an opportunity to come back to you. So
One question I have for you, sir, for the young people.
Yes.
I know you came through Mobley Community College.
Yes, sir.
Can you talk to people about your path and not giving up on the process and believing in yourself? Because a lot of players face that same road.
Right. Yeah, well, I coached at St. John's, and the one thing I always had with players is that everyone everyone wanted to go the route of Michael Jordan. Everyone wanted to go the route of some player that they watched, and it doesn't work out that way. You know, you have to go through your own growing pains, and you know, you just can't jump up and be Michael Jordan. You can't jump up and be Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry, it took him a long time to kind of master that shot. You know what I mean? People don't. I used to tell the young kids all the time in college, they would come out to practice and start shooting here.
That's right.
And I'm like, have you ever seen Curry? Curry starts in there.
Yes, sir.
You know, you have to start in there to get out there. So I just tell kids all the time, man, it's just they want it so quick. You know what I mean? But you have to go through a process. You know, for me, I went to junior college and I was a football player. So when I first came out, I'm from Florida, so I played football, and I didn't start playing basketball until the 10th grade.
Okay.
And then I loved it, and then I just had to change my game because I was inside. So it took me 2 years to kind of master my shot and master my guard skills at JUCO. And gradually I got there. I averaged like 10, and I'll tell you, I averaged 10 points my first year, 16 points my second year, 18 my junior year, 23 my senior year. So it was constantly being developed, and you know, that's what it's about. Man, I don't know why you like it up there, man. It's so tough, bro.
Is it? Do you think blue? You want to do blue down there again?
It's so
We're good with that.
down here.
If you can make it look good there,
I'm trying to tell you how it look. Those look great.
All right.
Then I could give you the big thing.
Yes,
you know
yes. I have no argument there.
But yeah, I always try to tell kids, man, it's just, you don't have something, you got to work on it.
Yes.
And it takes time.
Even in today's game, though, the fans
even,
think that everything is instant.
Yeah.
The guy comes out, he should average 20 straight from the draft all throughout his career. Doesn't work out like that.
Right.
Oh, shit, that one.
Now see.
Change it up on you there. Yeah, see? Keep you on your feet.
That's right. Now this a gray would be great.
Yes.
Now how could I do it like that? How about that? Do that way?
Yeah, a little slant, maybe.
Okay.
Are you a collector? It doesn't have to be cards.
Yeah, I got all my stuff. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff.
From when you played, or?
Yep. I got a lot of stuff from when I played. I got all of, well, when we were in the Olympics, we signed each other's jersey and kept it, you know what I mean, the collector. So I got a lot of stuff. Got to, man. If I was playing today, every time I played, I would play the first half, sign my jersey, and get another jersey.
I don't blame you. I'm with you.
Because that's what people are doing now. The collectors is so big, you know.
Do you have any stories that you'd like to share from when you played with Kobe and Shaq and won a championship?
Yeah, I mean, I think one thing about playing with those guys, we did have a lot of fun. You know, I say my favorite teammates was Tim and Chris, but I have relationships throughout every team I played with, and Shaq and Kobe was one of those guys too. Was a big part of my friendship, and yeah, I mean, you know, you had two guys that one was dominant and one was the best player.
Yeah,
it's coming into his own, and you could see at that time Kobe, he really wanted it.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And you know, that was my last year, but seeing him, you know, really, you know, practicing on his game, wanted to be the best. You know, and it's hard sometimes, you know, coming out of college, not having success, but he never gave up.
Yeah.
You know.
I remember when you all won the championship, the
Yeah.
first person that Shaq went to was you.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, he did. And I'm a really good friends with Shaq.
Yeah.
Was really good friends with Kobe. True story about that. Robert Horry gave me the ball. Robert Horry gave me the ball at the last game. Shaq came over and gave me a hug.
I remember that.
When he gave me a hug, I think his elbow kind of hit the ball out of my hand. And I was trying to get the ball. He had my neck. I was trying to get the ball, and fucking Rick Fox came and ran and got the ball and ran to the locker room. I told Rick every time I wanted to choke the shit out. You know what I mean?
Ball?
Yeah, he took my ball.
Oh,
he took the ball.
Rick Fox.
Yeah, I saw Rick the other day.
Did you really?
Yes.
Rick Fox was running down the tunnel.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
Remember Doug Christie?
Yeah.
Yes. But you know, even that, like that was a good group of guys as well. You know, I was only with them, you know, 1 year, but I was with Chris and Tim for 3 years.
Yes, sir.
And you know, we kept in touch, and every in the summertime we would go, you know, on trips together and vacation together. And so that team with the Lakers was great. I'm really good friends with Robert Horry, Derek Fisher, Fox, Shaq. Also was Kobe. That whole team, Samaki Walker, Lindsey Hunter. So throughout my career, I always stayed in touch with a lot of my teammates, you know, on every team that I played with.
What sort of goals did you set each off season, just from progressing your game to getting healthy?
Well, one of my main goals was be consistent. You know what I mean? So each off season, man, I wanted to continue to keep working on my game.
Oh, you're good.
You know, once you get Rookie of the Year, man, a lot of pressure comes on you because
You're the guy.
yeah, because people are like, oh man, can he do it another year? Can he do it another year? So I took it upon myself to really kind of stay in the moment and focus and train and add something to my game. So when I came in, I wasn't a three-point shooter. You know, I was more of a driver, trying to dunk everything. We had good talent, but at that time we were playing against grown men, and we had a lot of young players. So
Well, the West
was tough. It was tough.
I mean, it still is, but
Yeah.
right, that Pacific Division was
Yeah, it was
tough.
It was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It was crazy.
Because of the game of basketball, what is one thing that you're so happy that you've been able to do because of
The sport,
Yeah.
travel the world. Yeah, I've been to a lot of great places by, you know, giving me an opportunity to bounce a ball. You know, my first time being on an airplane was when I was 19 years old. And I tell kids now, you know, they travel when they're 6 and 7. Man, you guys don't know how great you had it, how great you got it. You know what I mean? We took the bus everywhere.
What players do you look at today where you really like their game?
I like a lot of guys. I like KD. I like Kawhi. You know, he banged up a lot. Definitely like Anthony
Edwards. Yep.
the young fella. Curry, Clay. Big fan of Kyrie's.
You name it, all great players.
Westbrook. Yeah,
all great players.
I like a lot of guys, man. I like
How's it going, man?
see a lot of guys play. How you doing? I like a lot of guys who play both ends of the court, though. Well, how you want it? From the side? Is that cool?
Take up the side or
this
the
way.
cross.
I almost wondered, I was wondering if you could just go across right there, like around there.
All right.
Dang, you appreciate it. Who talked the most trash when you were in game?
Gotta be GP.
Gary talked a lot.
Yeah.
Gary talked a lot. Who else talked a lot? Bird was quiet, but he talked. You know what I mean? We're under his breath. You know?
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. He talked a lot.
I used to watch a lot of your games.
Huh?
I don't remember you being a talker.
No.
I remember you being a doer.
Yeah. My game was, I showed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played better just by going in and being mentally strong.
Same photo. Yeah.
Only talk when somebody talked to me.
Yeah, that's what I noticed.
Yeah, we never had that, you know. Only had a couple guys that would say something and then it would go. But everybody always asked me, did me and Michael talk to each other? We never talked.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
Never.
I think he was aware though that Mitch Richmond was on the court.
Yeah, we
You were
we
coming
both
with it.
did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 'Cause, you know, I tell kids all the time, I'm like, if somebody's trying to stop you from scoring, why would you try to stop them from scoring? Like, we know we had those battles. I know he was going to play me hard on defense. I was going to play him hard on defense. I just don't like guys that don't play D.
Well, why do you think that in today's game it seems like defense is less?
It's just terrible because I think the game to me is winning kind of really because I think it kind of got a little arcadish. You know what I mean? Like,
True.
there's just so much threes and scoring and scoring and scoring. And then I think, it just got away from, you know, really kind of focusing on trying to stop someone. But, you know, and I think once you get in the playoffs, you create such a bad habit. Then now all of a sudden, you know, you're trying to tell somebody
Play
stop
defense.
the other team, and you know,
True.
it's all about no. I mean, just think about any guy you ask, you know, like, hey man, it seemed like y'all defense wasn't working. They'd be like, hey, it wasn't our defense. It's just that we
Every interview.
shots.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Like what? Like yeah.
Coaching in the NBA?
I really like the front office.
Okay.
What do you think? Money is the coaching now. Front office. It's just I like developing a team, going through the summer, trying to figure out what guys good to come in the squad. I was in the front office with Golden State and Sacramento.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What do you think of Luka?
Phenomenal basketball.
He's gonna be around for a
Phenomenal
while.
score.
Yeah, he's gonna be around for a while. He's still young.
Yeah. He don't play no D though.
Dallas is scary.
Doesn't play any
He
D.
don't play no D.
Doesn't play any D.
That's why I like to watch the Olympics.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because there used to be a time where we played more defense than the Europeans.
Yeah.
Now the Europeans play more defense.
We were literally having that conversation
Yeah.
before you got here.
Yeah.
Fundamental game.
Yeah. And I know the rules are kind of a little different because you can stay in the lane a little bit, but they do a lot of things as far as team defense that is pretty good. Like we so spaced out and so it's crazy.
Mr. Williams, I got one more question for you.
Yes, sir.
When you think about point guard and you look at Magic Johnson and Steph Curry,
Yes.
who do you consider the best point guard of all time?
Oh, man.
Tough question.
Man, that is a tough question. They're so different. Like,
Yeah, totally different styles of game.
totally different style of game. You know, Magic recreated that sport from a 6'9", 6'10" guy. You know, we always saw small guys like Steph. Steph is one of the best point guards that we've ever seen as far as shooting. But Magic is definitely one of the best players, man. And in his position that can play 5 spots, Magic is the guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting to me is LeBron, to me, plays a lot like Magic.
Right.
Post up,
Yes.
run the court, dish, or take it to the cup.
Right. That's what everyone always say, because they always try to compare him to MJ.
Yeah.
And that comparison shouldn't be there.
I agree.
It should be with Magic. That's the type of player he was.
Yes, sir.
You know, Michael
appreciate you, man.
Yeah, Michael was just an unbelievable star.
Thank you for your time.
Oh,
I appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you.
I've loved your game for years.
Thank you, man.